Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, hasn't it? If you're new here, hi. I'm not a real YouTuber. I need to stop saying that. If you're new here, my name is Sam, otherwise known as Sneerix from TikTok. And today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. So in the past on this channel, what I've done is I've taken a whole bunch of Karen videos and put it into a big old compilation, and then we kind of react to it here. I've had a few people that made some good points to me across the course of those videos, which was that sometimes somebody who's captured on video may just be having a bad day. And then that person who might have been having a mental breakdown or just having a bad day in general is now totally exposed online as being this like hateful Karen person. So I figured something that we could do a little bit differently is watch one video and break it down, and we're going to determine one, if this is a Karen, and two, if the behavior is justified. We're gonna break it down in many different ways, look at it at a couple different angles, so that way I can confuse the hell out of you. Before we jump into this, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel here. I just hit 500,000 on YouTube, which is so weird to me. I'm not even gonna get into this whole mind of a life that I'm living currently, but thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me here, and of course thank you to everyone who is following me on TikTok. I have almost 8 million followers over there, so if you haven't seen any of that crap, go watch it. It's not crap. All right, let's watch. Okay, this is from a TikTok that specifically posts Uber videos of someone that might have had a difficult rider. I don't know. I'm not an Uberer. I Uber food. I don't Uber myself. Anyway, this one is an interesting one that we're going to start with here because I can't really tell if this is a legitimate scenario. I just don't know if this is staged. So leave your opinion down below if you think this video is legitimate or not, or if it's staged. I really can't tell. So this one is called "Rude Passenger Feels Entitled to Polite Uber Driver." And again, this is from Uber's Gone Wild, the TikTok account. I'll leave their thing below if you want to binge.
Can you do me a favor? Can you move the seat forward because it's hitting my knees at this point?
Yeah, no problem. Hold on.
It's very uncomfortable.
Is that better? Sorry about that.
Well, there's no point in saying sorry. It was already,
Already we're seeing that this woman is being, I don't want to use the word demanding, because asking somebody to make a minor adjustment in their vehicle is not demanding at all. I think at this point in the video, we are wanting to start disliking this woman just because of how she's talking to this man. We're kind of like, what's with the attitude? But let's keep watching.
It was already pushing on my knees, but that's what most of you Uber drivers do anyway.
So we're getting a little bit snarky comments here. We're 30 seconds in now to see somebody already putting down this person's profession. Is Uber a profession? I don't know. I'm gonna call it a profession. Why are you taking this Uber then if you have a problem with how we operate?
I'm not trying to come off rude, but can you hold on? I didn't even put my seatbelt on, sir. Can you please? I don't feel comfortable not wearing my seatbelt first.
Okay. Apart from the tone, I can't exactly give her shit for this seatbelt scenario. I think it's fair that if you're in a car, that you're not driving, you don't know this person, you want to probably feel as safe as possible, and to not have your seatbelt on before they start driving may make her feel uncomfortable or unsafe. There's a difference between having an attitude and being a Karen. We know this. Let's continue.
Can you slow down? You in a rush? Because if you're in a rush, I'm gonna panic.
Okay, that's fair. She's like, listen, if you're rushing and if you're doing something unsafe, I'm going to feel uncomfortable. I think that's fair. Do you think that's fair?
This right here is loose. This almost poked me.
All right.
He's like, all right. Never have I experienced a pointed seatbelt lock thing, clicker. No, I did not say Siri, I said seatbelt. How far into this are we? 50 seconds, we have 4 complaints. We're getting up there. The tone is what's killing her in this situation, so let's keep going.
This is broken.
It's probably for my past clients. They were probably rough with the seatbelt.
Yeah, well, you need to fix that because that could have stabbed me. And I wouldn't be happy if that happened.
Fair. Okay, so now we are going into a hypothetical scenario where she is talking about the seatbelt stabbing her. Sure. If this was the world of Final Destination, whether it be 1 through 5, are there more than 5? I would definitely say that this woman has a good point, that the seatbelt could possibly stab her. Typically, seatbelts are used for safety purposes, do the opposite of stab you, but it's really like she's looking for things. This is how, okay. He tells her, you know, it probably was from other passengers, which may or may not be true. And she makes the point of, well, you need to fix that. This is why I picked this video, because this video screws me up, because sure, you know what? She is very correct in that this is his car. He is providing a service, and if his service is unsafe, that's on him, right? Let's keep going. We're really halfway through. All right, so we're getting the seatbelt on. Oh, maybe not.
All right, I'm in. Now you can drive. You have the correct address there?
Yes.
I'm heading to Union. Are you familiar with this area, sir?
Yes, I am. So how are you doing today,
I've been
ma'am?
in several accidents. The last Uber driver, I was in the car and he was speeding on a turn and he hit the side rail. And quite honestly, I am scared getting in these vehicles, but unfortunately my vehicle was totaled due to a drunk driver.
All right, let's stop it right here. So he tries to make conversation with her, just trying to be friendly, and she immediately cuts him off and makes him aware that the last time she was in an Uber, this guy got into an accident. And car accidents can be extremely traumatizing, depending on the severity, depending on the situation, depending on the person. It doesn't really matter. At this point in the video, she seems to be a little uptight, she seems to be a little aggressive, but as soon as she reveals that she has experienced specifically Uber car driver trauma, I at least felt like everything made sense. When I got into a really bad car accident back in like 2014 maybe, I was late to work and I was driving down this really busy, it's like a 5-lane wide road. I was driving to work and somebody pulled out trying to go as fast as they could, cut across all 5 lanes and go the opposite direction. I just collided with them immediately, like smashed right into their driver car side. The speed limit was probably like 45 and I was probably going like upwards of like 50 or 60. So I was going pretty fast, but my insurance doesn't know that. So several people were trying to contact me and I was just in such a state of like shock that I could not do anything logical I could not do. I remember immediately after that accident, my friend picked me up because I didn't have a car. She pulls out her phone. She's the driver, pulls out her phone, pulled her knees up to the steering wheel and started driving with her knees while she was texting. I had just gone through a really bad car accident for what I considered really, really bad. It was literally the same day. Anyway, so this woman is describing something that happened to her that is kind of explaining her behavior.
So I'm kind of iffy on trusting people with my life. So this is why I am the way that I am. I hope you don't take it personally.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The lack of empathy in his response literally like killed me.
It's too hot in here. Can I lower this window or something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You like it really hot in here, man. It's like I'm in the Amazon.
The Amazon.
It's crazy in here. You're not hot?
Okay. This is the part in the video, there's several other parts, but this part particularly, dude, I've said this word a million times, I'm gonna write it out. Particularly. I'm just gonna make a whole entire video on how to pronounce words. This part specifically made me think that this video was staged to an extent because of just like how almost cinematic it is that she interrupts him and just continues complaining even after she kind of gives this like vulnerable moment of like, this is who I am, and then she immediately is like, but why is your car so hot? It kind of reminds me of Angela from The Office when she's telling Pam a story about her friend Noelle dating somebody who's just so fantastic, and she's having this moment almost of redemption where it's like, wow, Angela, I actually kind of want you to be happy. And then she turns to the counter where there's nobody there to serve her and she's just like, hello. Okay, so we finished the video. I know we were breaking down the video throughout the video, but let's just make some concluding points here, shall we? To be in a situation where someone is already uncomfortable and don't have a vehicle to drive yourself for a reason outside of your own control, you know, you need things like groceries, literally like life things that you need, and in order to get them, you need a car. At least where I live, it would be very inconvenient for me to walk anywhere besides the CVS that's like right outside my neighborhood. I'm not sure where this is supposed to take place, but to be in a situation where you are forced to almost go back into that headspace, right? Where you were terrified, you were out of control, you were, whatever it is, to go back into that headspace, I'm sure you probably aren't going to be on your best behavior. Now, this woman wasn't swearing, she wasn't being racist, she wasn't being derogatory, she wasn't attacking him personally besides just the conditions of his car, which again goes back to her just being freaked out about being in a car. So I want to say that this woman is justified in her behavior because of the fact that she straight up tells him, this is what I've gone through, or this is why I am the way I am. So there's no like, why is this woman being such a bitch? Like, why is this woman so moody? Why is this nothing? Like, she straight up tells you exactly what it is. She just keeps turning the negative things in the car back onto this Uber driver. For example, she just complains that it's hot, and she's like, you like it hot in here, why do you like it so hot? Kind of making it seem like it's his fault, whereas like, dude, we're two different people. People like different temperature conditions in their car. Like, that's not something to be rude about. That was unfair to this driver. He didn't need to be put down in the process of doing his job. Your trauma does not justify being an asshole to other people. I want to make that point very clear here, because that is kind of the big thing that was tripping me up this whole video. And what kind of trips me up too is I wanted to say what probably would have been best for her is if she was honest immediately when she got in the car and was like, these are the things I need to feel safe. I know I might be a little bit extra, but this is what I need. But then I'm like, well, that's not fair that she would have to share her trauma with every single car that she gets into. Like, that's just reliving it. Should you have to share with your driver that, you know, you're nervous? I don't know. So let's decide here. Is it fair for her to treat this man? I don't want to say that she was like inhumane or treating him like literal trash. I don't think that it was that horrible of behavior. I would really love to hear your opinion on what you feel about this video was justified. I'm going to say that I feel like this woman was not a Karen in this scenario. Based on all the information we were able to gather from that 2.5 minute video, I'm going to say that this behavior is excusable. And please feel free to let me know that I'm wrong here, but I'm not really sure this woman would have been in a position to behave any other way in the car as a response to something that happened to her. That does not mean that you can go around and act however you want. However, if this was a fresh thing that had happened maybe within the past week, month, again, I don't know. It might be really hard to just, put on a smile and be able to be in that situation again and be like the best of yourself. You know what I mean? So I think the tone was the biggest problem, but some people just have a tone that just doesn't sound friendly, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not friendly or that they are being mean or a Karen or anything of that nature. That just might be their tone of voice, or she just may have not been aware of the way that she was speaking. I don't know. I think I've seen a lot worse when it comes to Karen videos.
Excuse me.
And this one was incredibly mild, if you could even consider it a Karen video, which I do not. So we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna work on trying to find some other videos. Also, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I've been using the shorts feature on YouTube here, which is basically the same thing as TikTok, but it's for YouTube. I'm actually putting out new videos here before I am on TikTok. So if you wanna see my newest of the new videos, they're all gonna be on here first. And in the meantime, make sure you are following me on Instagram, my TikTok, I have Twitter, I have Snapchat, I have an email. And if you're feeling extra giving this year, I also do have a PO box if you want to send me anything. And if you have any other TikToks or videos that you want me to review, go ahead and send them to me. I will go through those as well. Watch out for drunk drivers and crazy Uber drivers. I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, whatever day that is. I'll see you next time. Bye.